Hello and welcome to my second match in the Dominion League that features cards from the new expansion Dominion Plunder. First card in this kingdom that is new from Plunder is Mapmaker. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 into your hand and discard the rest. Draws a couple cards, not bad, not great. Below the line, the reaction bit. When any player gains a victory card, you may play this from your hand. That is good, especially in the late game. Can increase your hand size, and you get to filter through quite a few cards. Not just draw 2, it's pick the best 2 cards from the top 4 cards of your deck. Let's see what's next. We have a trait in the kingdom. We have the cheap trait. As you may guess, cheap cards cost 1 less. Very simple, easy to understand. The cheap pile doesn't show up in the big view here, but I'll tell you right now, the cheap card is the Underling, the one in the bottom right. Instead of costing 3, it'll cost 2 for the rest of the game. Now, on to the kingdom itself. We have no actions, that is critical. We do have a couple ways to trash. Transmogrify and Puka will do that for you. The strongest thing here seems to be able to play both a lot of grand markets and many underlings to rack up favors for the League of Bankers. You can get a lot of money. Grand market will give you the buy to make use of all of that money. Seems fairly straightforward. I don't think you use too many other cards in the kingdom here. Too bad for Mapmaker. Maybe in the late game we'll see. There is no clear-cut terminal, so maybe you might want to consider Mapmaker, but perhaps you really want a farmer's market just for the extra buy. We have the cursed gold around, so this is either 5 or 2. Because the underlings are cheap, I will gladly take 1 instead of having to debate on whether or not I should take the curse to get something more expensive. I think an underling is a fine thing to pick up. IRS 42, my opponent for this match, thinks so as well. They probably have the 2-4. I will pick up a Transmogrify with my 4, and they do the same. Seems a reasonable opening. You could think about opening Watchtower so that you can play the Cursed Gold, trash the curse as it comes in with the Watchtower. It might be helpful to do that if you want to snipe Grand Market earlier. I figure the Transmogrify is just better. We get to 4 again here, and I will pick up a second Transmogrify even. Could be a silver, but I think the Transmogrify is better. Because of the Cursed Gold, there is an additional target in the deck that you would want to change into something else. I think 2 Transmogrifies, at least for now, is well worth it. 2, potentially the Cursed Gold in hand for Iras here. But 2 in this kingdom is fine. You could get a Ducker to trash a copper along the way. I don't really think that's very helpful. I don't think the Ducat offers that much. Instead, they go for a Herb Gatherer. I'm not sure what the Herb Gatherer is for. There are no treasures in their deck right now that they would want to go search for. And I think the Underling is superior to that Herb Gatherer. The Underling will fetch you so much more money. In fact, I am very disappointed here that I am not able to buy an Underling. All I can do is put down the Transmogrify and pass it back to Iras. I don't want to take the curse on. It's very difficult to remove that curse from the deck. They go ahead, they take a Ducat, fine. The coffers might help you get to Grand Market if you could bank them up for long enough. Again, I think the Underling is a very high priority card here. Definitely over Ducat. The plus buy will come from the Grand Market. You don't have to worry about plus buy. So much so that I, on 4 coins there, will pick up an Underling. I thought about another Transmogrify, but I have enough of those. Now I would like to go after the Underlings quite quickly. Here, Iras shows me the purpose of the Herb Gatherer. It's not to fish valuable treasures out of the deck. But the plus buy is valuable. They are able to pick up a couple underlings because of that plus buy. I don't have plus buy, but I have gain in the transmogrify, so I'm not overly concerned that I will lose the underling split or anything like that. In fact, I think I'm doing very well on the underling split right now. I have three of them, so does Iris, and I probably will pick up another one here. Thinking again about another transmogrify, but I think better of it in this case, and I go for another underling. It just has to be better to get the underling, I feel. Docket again for the plus buy will allow Iris to pick up the underling, the final, sorry, the up to the penultimate underling. I get the final underling. Trash with the puka here. I know it'll dead draw, but trashing is very important because I want to get a state where every turn I'm putting down 5 underlings. We split the pile 5 to 5. So I will take the dead draw, no problem. Do find quite a bit of copper. Get up to 6, and I will buy a gold with this. The gold will help me to buy Grand Market. Can also serve as a target for Transmogrify to turn that gold into a Grand Market. Iris gets a second Transmogrify here after changing over what the cursed gold. Yeah, the Transmogrify, the cursed gold into a Transmogrify. Up to this point, they haven't picked up a Puka, and I think they need to pick up a Puka just because of the power of the ally in the kingdom. The League of Bankers is very, very strong and it's easy to rack up favors in this kingdom. Getting rid of the copper will help you rack up those favors more quickly. I'm already quite a bit ahead on the favors count. What is that? 10 to 5 right now? Even though we split the underlings 5 to 5. This is a little bit tricky for me here. I choose the Caravan Guard instead of the Transmogrify. Caravan Guard again will help me get to the Grand Market. So far no one's been able to get to the Grand Market. We do need a fair few favors to get to have them buy the Grand Market for us. We will need a little bit of help to get there before the favors can. A silver would also do the same thing, but the Caravan Guard doesn't get in the way of the underlings. I could play it and probably find another underling and keep going with the underlings. Silver is our stop card. I'm desperately trying to find a way to use Mapmaker in the kingdom, as you see here, but I don't think I have time for it or place for it. I think there are better terminals than the Mapmaker. Gold gets transmogrified into my first Grand Market. Very happy about that. A bit short on picking up another Grand Market here. I don't have quite enough favors yet. I think the next best thing is to get a gold and pass it back to my opponent. The gold serves the same purpose. It can be transmogrified or it can be used to buy more Grand Markets. At this point, I could transmogrify the Puka into a Grand Market, but I really want to remove all the coppers from the deck. I think that is critical in this kingdom. There's a lot of value for getting completely thin. So I will keep the Puka around and continue to thin the coppers one at a time. A bit painful, does dead draw. I think it is worth it in the end. Even right now, it's worth it. I do have a small lead on the favors, 13 to 10 right now. First Grand Market for Iris there, and I should be able to get to another Grand Market here with gold and all the favors that I have. I do get to the Grand Market, and on 4 could be another Caravan Guard. I don't want the terminal yet. I still have one more copper that I'd like to trash before introducing a new terminal into the deck. I go for another Transmogrify. Why? This is thinking about end game. If I have more Transmogrifiers on the mat, I have greater potential to end the game. Iris comes up with the Herb Gather again. Now the Herb Gather is fetching gold. Very good for them. They get up to another Grand Market and another Caravan Guard. I'm finally able to get this final estate out of the deck. turn it into a caravan guard. I keep this gold as a gold instead of a grand market. Not sure if that's right or not, but I get two of them anyway here. Looking good so far for me. I have half the underlings, a few more favors, and critically, a deck without copper now. So I feel a very strong position here, and Iris also feels that I'm in a very strong position, and they resign on this turn. Quick one featuring the cheap trait. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.